Welcome back to Path of the Barbell. Today I'm going to be doing my prediction video on Group 5 for World's Strongest Man 2021. So in this group we have Gavin Bilton, Kevin Ferris, Alexei Novikov, Luke Stoltman, and Bobby Thompson. That is a very, very stacked group. Probably the most stacked out of all of them. I think everybody would, for the most part, agree on that. That being said, I think it's the easiest group to predict first place. So, in my opinion, that's going to be Alexei Novikov. I don't think anybody would fight me on that one. He's been absolutely dominant for the last, 9-10 months or so. He's doing so well, you guys. He's so consistent now. He's becoming one of those top-level threats who doesn't need a specific set of events to win. He can just show up, and he's just good. He'll just win. He'll do it. So I have Alexei Novikov easily winning this group. Now that being said, second and third is very, very tricky to call. This is a deadlift and fingers group. And as much as I love Luke Stoltman, he's one of my favorite strongmen ever. I think the deadlift hurts him a lot here. I think Alexei's a better deadlifter than him. We know Bobby Thompson's a much better deadlifter than Luke. Even Kevin might beat him on that. That's actually a good battle between those two. And Gavin Bilton, I'm not sure. He's huge. He's a gigantic guy. He was the biggest guy in the field last year. So I would assume he's a better deadlifter. And that puts Luke in a really, really tricky spot. I don't think it's all over for him, though. When we look at the other events, the overhead medley will be good for Luke. Pickaxe hold will be good for Luke. Fingers, in this lineup, it's hard to say. I think he'll beat Bobby, and I think he'll be right in the mix with everybody else. Gavin Bilton should be good at this event, but I think guys like Novikov and Kevin Ferris are just super athletic. It might give him an edge over Gavin, who's still developing, and he's not, well, it's funny I say that considering how young Alexei is, but Gavin's still developing and getting better. So I think if Luke makes it into top 3, he goes through. He's a massively underrated stone lifter. He's probably top 6 on stones in the world right now, in my opinion. I should do a video on that. That'd be a fun topic. But I'd say if Luke can manage to clip into top 3, and he'll probably be 3rd if he does make it in, then Luke makes it through, and we have Alexei and Luke. That being said, my brain tells me, even though my heart wants Luke to make it in, my brain is telling me that Bobby's definitely going to be in the top 3 just because of the static events. Pickaxe hold, he's going to do probably the best in. Deadlift, we know he's going to do great, arguably the best in the group. Fingers, he might drop some points there for sure. But I think Bobby is consistent enough with the static events where it can help him on this. And when we look at Kevin Ferris, I think he's the exact same type of athlete as Bobby, but reversed. Bobby is great at static events, and he has some weaknesses with athletic events. Kevin is great at the athletic events, world class, really is, at stuff like farmers or medleys or loading or whatever. So I think, but he struggles in static events. Sorry, I got distracted. He struggles in static events. So I think the most likely outcome is going to be Alexei for number 1, and then Kevin and Bobby for 2nd and 3rd, and then Kevin takes the stone eliminator, just because Bobby himself has admitted in the past stones are a weakness of his. He's not the best stone lifter, even though it is a static event. So the most likely outcome, in my opinion, would be Alexei Novikov and Kevin Ferris. That being said, if Luke can clip into that top 3, which is possible, like I said, front hold he'll be great at, overhead medley he'll be great at, loading race he'll probably get 3rd behind Alexei and Kevin. Fingers, again, he might get in that 3rd position. So who knows? He might make it in that top 3. If he does, then it would be Alexei and Luke. So that's my final thoughts on Group 5.